Hey, everybody. How are you? It's Chris. I'm so excited to be here with you guys on Monday. I've got such an amazing training for you guys. I have gotten so many questions around collaborations, how to collaborate with doctors and holistic practitioners to build a thriving wellness practice. And so I just decided that I was just going to do a whole training around this. So I'm super practice. Whoa, what is going on with all right, I think I figured that out. All right, so I think what's happening is that Facebook is kind of picking up on Safari. Gotcha. All right, so okay, that was just weird and cool. We just get to keep going. All right, my friends, so this is what I want you to do. If you're here live, type in #live. Let me know you're here and let me know what type of wellness practitioner you are. So if you're a health coach, let me know that. If you're a life coach, let me know that. If you are a nutritional coach, let me know that. If you're a functional nutritional therapy practitioner, if you are a healer, if you're a massage therapist, if you're a holistic practitioner, acupuncturist, chiropractor, yoga teacher, anything that falls in the realm, let me know you're here. Let me know what type of wellness practitioner you are. And all of this is going to work for each and every one of you. So if you are a holistic practitioner, if you are a coach, you're in the right place. And I'm so excited to share this information with you. So really quick, before we dive into the workbook, by the way, if you need your workbook, type in workbook in the comments and I will make sure to circle back around with you and make sure that you get this workbook. Because there's a lot of really valuable information in this workbook. So some of you may already have this workbook. This is something that I have been teaching for several years. And I started teaching all about collaborations with doctors and holistic health practitioners when I was actually growing my health coaching business starting back in 2015. So I've been doing this work for many years. I've actually been in the holistic wellness industry for 3 decades now, and started off as a yoga teacher, went into being really diving in deep into nutrition, was a Weston A. Price Foundation chapter leader, started a CSA out on my family farm while I was homeschooling my kids, was definitely into organic foods, homeopathy, natural healing, became a massage therapist, went back to school, got my degree as a functional nutritional therapy practitioner, decided to go back to school and get my certification as a health coach, life coach, and transformational coach. And I have built a thriving wellness practice over several years, not only a thriving yoga practice, but also a thriving massage therapy practice, a thriving nutritional practice, and also a thriving health coaching practice. And now I actually teach others how to do the same. So I'm saying all of that just to let you know that I am in the wellness industry. I've got lots of experience in the wellness industry. And so I can speak to a lot of you who are trying to build and grow your businesses. I've been where you are. I know the barriers. I know the challenges. I know what pops up. And I really want to collapse the timeline for you around how to collaborate with doctors and holistic practitioners to help you build your wellness practice, because it's something that was a game changer for me. So when I started my health coaching practice and my nutritional therapy practice, I actually found out that it wasn't enough just to have the certifications, right? I had the passion, I had the certification, but I really wasn't sure how to actually create income in my business. That's one thing, unfortunately, that many of the coaching schools, nutritional therapy schools, they don't teach you. They teach you all of the information that you need to know to be certified in whatever realm that you want to be in, whether it's teaching yoga or teaching nutrition or teaching health coaching or helping people change their lives in some way, shape, or form. But rarely is there information on actually how to create income in your business. What are the specific things that you need to do in order to create income in your business? And so I actually decided that I wanted to start reaching out to people that I had in my world and see how I could collaborate with other people who I knew already in the wellness world. So I had friends who were acupuncturists. I also knew people that were chiropractors. And I decided to collaborate with them and fill a gap that I knew that they definitely needed. So I'm sharing my screen with you and I'm going to take you through this. And look, I had a lot of people over the past several years, it's probably been about 4 years now, 3 or 4 years now, that have been asking me what it was that I was doing. And I just decided, you know what, I really just want to help people. I want to share the information so that you can have more information about how you can also grow your wellness practice in the same way that I did. So this workshop today is going to help you learn some simple tips to help you stand out in your field, collaborate with doctors and holistic health practitioners as referral partners so that you can gain new clients and also begin and to scale your coaching practice so that you can have income while being well paid to share your gifts. So here's the thing that I discovered when I started reaching out to holistic practitioners and doctors. What I discovered was that they were actually looking for resources that they didn't have and they didn't know was actually available. So many of you who are in the wellness industry know that doctors really don't have a lot of nutritional information, right? They have maybe a semester. And I found this out specifically from the doctors that actually went through some of my wellness programs. I actually took doctors and nurses through my 6-week wellness program and collaborated with them as well, where they would refer clients to me. And they didn't know about this information. They didn't have resources. And so what I found was that there was a huge gap, a huge gap. Look, doctors didn't have time to actually help their clients be, what's the word I'm looking for, compliant, complicit, follow through with what it is that they were teaching. And they really didn't even know how to actually teach, right? They had handouts. So true story, I actually had a conversation with a integrative doctor. This is an integrative doctor that had one foot in each world, right? So he could offer prescriptions and he could also offer nutritional information, but he didn't have the time. And really what he was doing was he was giving people handouts, right? So people would come in, he would help them and he would give them a handout. The clients would go away and they're like, I have absolutely no idea how to implement this. I have no idea how to implement these habits. And that's really what many doctors are faced with, is they don't have the time to help their clients implement the habits that create a lifestyle change, whether it's nutrition or whether it's in healthy habits that really make a difference in their lives. And so I learned this not only from the doctors, but also from my clients as well. So one of the integrative doctors, he's like, Chris, I'm so glad to meet with you. I'm so glad to refer clients to you because really the only resource that I don't have time to actually run a class like this. I'm so excited to actually be sending clients to you. And they did. They sent their clients to me and I was able to coach them through a 6-week wellness program that actually fit this gap. It fit the gap between the doctor and the client. A lot of times I had clients come to me saying, my doctor just gave me this handout and I don't know how to implement this piece. I actually had one client who actually came to me, and this was really mind-boggling. She said, Chris, I have to lose 15 pounds in order for me to get back surgery. My doctor said I absolutely have to lose this weight or I can't do the back surgery. And I asked him what it is that I need to do. And he said, well, just go find a program. And she said, well, where is there a program? And he said, well, I'm not sure. You're just going to have to look it up online or Google it. So she went to her chiropractor, who happened to be one of my referral partners, and said, I really need to lose this weight. I don't know what to do. Do you have a suggestion? And he said, absolutely, go talk to Chris. So she worked with me. I actually took her through my 6-week wellness program one-on-one. And she lost the 15 pounds. She went back to her doctor, who just happened to be a neurosurgeon. And he was like, what did you do? And I want her card and I want her information. And so that doctor began reaching out to me. He actually had his nurses contacting me, asking me, when is your next class? Can you bring some flyers to the office? We would love to post the flyers in the office. The chiropractor that actually referred this client to me actually had postcards in his office of my 6-week wellness program. And so really that is where I started. I knew that I was able to fit a gap that was so much more than, hey, refer your clients to me because I'm this amazing health coach. It was refer your clients to me because I have a way to help your patients have a different experience as they're implementing the changes that you want them to change. So This is what allowed me and what will allow you to be the go-to expert. I became the go-to expert in my local industry. As a matter of fact, I had the hospital reaching out to me, asking me if I would actually come in and do training on eating for energy and nutrition to their doctors and nurses. So this is how powerful this could be. And this doesn't look like needing to have 100 different referral partners. I really had 5. I had 5 main referral partners. I had a holistic nurse who was amazing. She actually went through my 6-week wellness program. And because of the results that she had, she actually began sharing my information with doctors that were specializing in cancer and a doctor who was a digestive health specialist. He actually contacted me and he said, Chris, will you come in and talk to my staff of doctors and their nurses about your 6-week wellness program? I said, sure, be more than happy to. So I actually went in, talked to him with my 6-week wellness program, shared with all of them. We sat at this table. It was actually pretty hilarious because they actually ordered pizza in for lunch. But here I was with 8 doctors that were digestive specialists. They were doing the operations and everything that they needed to do to help people with their digestion, and yet they didn't have this nutritional information. And so here I was talking to this group of 8 doctors and their nurses, and they loved it. And they were like, this is so great. We're so glad again to have this resource. So every person that I spoke with, as whether or not they were a doctor or whether they were a family doctor or whether they were a chiropractor or whether they were acupuncturists, they were really, really excited because they do care about their patients. They just didn't have the resource to actually, or the time, right? So it needs to be both. They need to, first of all, have the passion that they want to actually take somebody through this. And so this isn't about actually selling a 6-week program to your doctor or to your chiropractor or to anybody else to do this. This is about you showing up as the expert in your field and filling that need for your doctor or practitioner. So if you guys are joining me live here right now, let me know if this is resonating with you. Type in yes in the comments. And if you have questions, let me know that too. So unfortunately, I can't see your questions right now because I'm inside Zoom and I'm sharing my screen with you. But I promise I will circle back around. So if you have questions, please type them in the chat for me. I will circle back around. I will answer some questions, and I might even pop on again later on this afternoon and verbally answer those questions for you. So providing a solution, allowing yourself to be the bridge in between the doctor and the client was really what allowed me to not only be a local expert, but it allowed me to build a thriving health coaching practice and nutritional practice pretty darn quickly. So I told you a little about me. What I did find that was that doctors really did want help with their patients. They just didn't have time, like I said. And the patients wanted more than just a handout, more than just a handout. They needed education. They needed a system. They needed accountability. They needed support. And that just wasn't what the doctor could provide. So let's go through this guide. I'm going to show you how you get to meet both these needs, how you get to be of service to the doctor and the client so that you can help them both while you're establishing really, really valuable partnerships in your community. So we're going to start here in step 1. Step 1, what did I do? When I look back at what it is that I didn't cold call. Cold calling rarely gets you past the front desk, right? The front desk, there's like a gatekeeper, right? And it's typically the practice manager, and just going in and saying, hey, I want to talk to so-and-so doesn't work. So don't worry about the cold calling. Start with who you know. So the first fill in the blank is start with who you know. Who do you know in your world? And that's really what I did. I started with my friends who I either met at a local networking place or people that I knew that I went to, right? So I had an acupuncturist, I had a massage therapist, I had an integrative doctor. And so I started there. And then I also asked for an introduction. So again, the second part is you can ask for an introduction or a referral from your personal doctors or clients who have had success with you. And this really was where I saw a lot of traction as well. So remember I told you earlier about the holistic nurse that actually went through my 6-week wellness program. Well, she's the one who actually put me in touch with the digestive doctor, as well as other doctors that she worked with within the hospital. And it is because of her connection that the hospital reached out to me to actually come in and teach. So she was a holistic nurse. And luckily here in Charlotte, we actually have an integrative wellness part of the hospital. And so she happened to run that part. And so she went through the program and she began telling her friends who were also doctors and practitioners. And that was really quite amazing. So ask for an introduction from your clients, or ask for an introduction from your doctor, and ask who they know too once you have a conversation with them. So make a list of everyone who you know. So here's what I did. I sat down and I'm like, you know what? I know my friend who is a chiropractor. I'm going to call him up. I'm going to see if he might be willing to meet with me and have lunch so that I can share with him the 6-week program. And he was absolutely happy to do that. So we sat down, I had my binder, I showed him the 6-week wellness program that I would love to take clients through. And I asked if this was something that would serve his patients. I asked if this would be a benefit to him. And he was absolutely so super excited about it. So that is the first place I started. So make a list of everybody that you know. Everybody that you know. And again, it could be a massage therapist, it could be a yoga teacher, it could be an acupuncturist, it could be a chiropractor, it could be your family doctor. I actually took a family doctor who happened to be a member of my church, and he went through my 6-week wellness program. He had been a family doctor for over 40 years, and he began referring his patients to me too, and he had never learned the information that I was sharing as well. So start with who you know, start with who's in your world. Don't worry about the cold calling, it's not necessary. Step 2, and this was really important. This is the foundation of which you're able to build your practice and gain new clients that you can also serve in your local community. So meeting chiropractors, acupuncturists, and other practitioners in person is the best way to begin developing a relationship. And so I want to share with you, if you don't know where to find them, I'm going to share with you what I did, and this worked really well. So what I did is, in addition to starting with the people that I knew, I went to a local networking community, and they were all people that were building and growing small businesses. So it was a small business networking community here in the Charlotte area. And who did they have going there? They had chiropractors, they had acupuncturists, they had actually practice managers. So one of my referral partners was actually a practice manager who worked for a OBGYN. It was a woman doctor who specialized in OBGYN. And so that was beautiful. I actually went and I did a lunch and learn with her and for her patients. So ask, when you go to these networking events, ask to set up a one-on-one meeting over coffee to learn about their practice. They want clients too. There's a reason why they're going to these networking events, and it is because they want clients too. They want to collaborate too. They want to build and grow their practice too. So ask them about their clients. Ask them about their patients. Ask them about their vision and who they would like you to refer them to. So super key. So I didn't go up to people and go, hey, I'm a health coach. Who can you refer to me? What I did is I said, hey, I'm a health coach. I know that you're a chiropractor. Tell me more about your practice so that I know who would be a really good fit for me to refer to you. And I'd love to meet you for coffee. I have a program that might be really beneficial, and I'd love to see if we might be able to work together in some way, shape, or form and support each other's practice. And again, that is why they're there. So it doesn't feel icky, it doesn't feel wonky, it doesn't feel salesy. They're there to build their practice too. So when you take an interest in them first, you begin to build a relationship that is a win-win. That's really what we want to do, right? We want to nurture relationships. We want to nurture relationships in our community, nurture relationships with our clients, and nurture relationships as a way to actually see if you are even a good fit to collaborate with each other. And so I want to share 2 stories about this. And it was actually with 2 different chiropractors. One chiropractor I met with, and they weren't even open yet, but I was interested in hearing what it was that they specialized in, what they were excited about, who it was that they actually treated. And we met for coffee, and I also shared with them my 6-week wellness program. And they were like, Chris, this is amazing, and we would love to refer clients to you. As a matter of fact, they asked me if I would come in and do a talk. And so I did. I went in and I did a health talk about how you could actually show up and be fully sourced and nourished as a leader. It was called The Secret Sauce for Women Who Lead. And it was a way that I could also invite some of these women into working with me. So it was a great win-win. It was a way that I could actually be of service in the community, offer a free talk, as well as collaborate with this chiropractor. By the way, I was also friends with an acupuncturist. And again, this information, she went through my program, and then she referred her brother, who was a dentist. He went through the program. And so she would also refer her patients to go through the program as well. And all of this is just based on being a real person. I wasn't trying to sell them on anything. I was trying to really just develop a relationship with people so that they could see that I was also interested in them. And don't forget to get their email so you can follow up with them. So if you have a card, grab their card, send them a little note saying, hey, it was so nice to meet you. I'm really looking forward to connecting with you over coffee to see and to learn more about who it is that you serve and who I can refer to you. So definitely start with who you know. Okay, that was step 2. Step 3, create value for them, create value for them. So I shared in the beginning that one of the things that I did was to share with them some value. And so if you're serious about growing with your business and being the local expert, you absolutely have to create value for your referral partners. This isn't about, hey, just refer clients to me, because honestly, they don't have time to sell you to their clients. So some ways that you get to create value for them are, number 1, let them know how you are filling the gap for them. Let them know how you're filling the gap for them. Let them know what the benefit is for them, and let them know what the benefit is for their patients. And you can do this when you meet them, especially in step 2, when you're finding out how you can serve them. This is where you want to, again, we want to do 3 things. We want to show them how you can fill a gap for them. So depending on who it is that they serve, depending on who their client is, you want to share with them how it is that you could make their life easier, how it is that you can make their business more impactful, because when they get results for their patients, they're actually going to get more referrals, right? And you want to share how you are the bridge between them and the client, so you can actually help the client be more compliant with what it is that the doctor is telling them to do. So here's the thing. We are never, ever in competition. We are always in collaboration. And I refer to this as the generosity game. This is how we are showing up, and we are becoming a partner, and we see ourselves as a partner for helping fill this gap for the doctor as well as for the client, for the patient. So again, you learn this by meeting with them in person, or you know what? I know we can't all meet in person. You could actually do this over Zoom. Hey, do you have 20 minutes? I'd love to meet you over a Zoom session. I'd love to hear more about your business, your clients. And again, this works really, really well with practitioners that are kind of solo entrepreneurs or have a very, very minimal team. So for example, a chiropractor might have just like a practice manager that helps them run their office. Same thing with an acupuncturist, same thing with a massage therapist. This meeting doesn't work as well unless you have an introduction with a doctor. And here's why. The doctors themselves are not going to be at these networking events, but their practice managers are. So what you can do is you can set up a lunch, or you can set up a Zoom time, or you can set up a coffee with the practice manager that you're meeting at these local networks And or you can actually contact, again, if you know your doctor. Again, I had an integrative doctor, so I said, hey, do you have a few minutes? I'd love to share a little bit more about XYZ. Can I come in and schedule some time to talk with you? And they were like, absolutely, we would love to hear more about this. So I actually did that. And a lot of times, when you call the practice manager too, you can ask them if the doctor has time, or what are the days that the doctor has time to actually meet, because they're meeting also with pharmaceutical reps, et cetera. So again, you want to kind of take a look at how you can have an in so that you're not just cold calling these practice managers, because you won't get through the door. Okay. Step 4, and we've got 5 steps that we're going to focus on today. Step 4 is offer a specific resource. My friends, having a resource was the game changer, and here's why. By offering a specific resource, such as a wellness class for their patients, you take the pressure off them having to sell you. You take the pressure off of them having to remember, oh yeah, I have this health coach that came by to see me. I'm not really sure kind of what she does or how she could help you, but I have this person here. You want them to know exactly what it is that you do and how you help their patients. That's critical. And in order for you to do that, you have to have a resource. Have to have a resource. It's not enough to just give them a clutch coupon or say, hey, refer clients to me, or here's my card. That doesn't work. Every time I did that, it would bomb. As a matter of fact, I actually had clutch coupons. I typed out letters. I sent them these packets of information to doctors and offices, and I heard back from 0. So let me tell you, that does not work. And if you've tried that, and if you have gotten the same experience, I get you. I feel you. I've done the same thing. It doesn't work. You have to have a specific resource. You have to go in and have a conversation or have a Zoom conversation. You have to let them know specifically the gap that you're filling for them. Otherwise, they're not going to remember. And here's the cool thing. When you have a resource, such as a wellness program or a 6-week wellness program or a 1-month wellness program or a 12-week wellness program, or whatever it is that you are helping your clients with. I actually had a 6-week wellness program that I used as a group and also one-on-one. And so I had flyers that the doctor would put in their office with the date and the time that the next class began, and these little postcards that gave people information about the class and got information on how they could get in touch with me. So this was really great. The doctor didn't have to remember anything. All he had to do was give out the postcard. All he had to do, or she needed to do, was have this flyer that they posted actually in the lobby of their office. So it was awesome. And this is what I did, especially with the Digestive Health Associates. I printed out a flyer for each one of the doctors, put it in an envelope, and also gave them postcards. So the little postcards that they could give to their clients in each one of these manila folders. The practice manager knew I was coming, and they would just put it in each one of the doctor's boxes. Easy peasy. Every time I had a new class, I did the same thing. So this fills a gap again for that they don't have time to do in their office. So this is how I grew my health coaching practice. This was the game changer, by offering the 6-week wellness program. Now they had a specific resource. Now they had a specific value. Now they had a program that they could recommend their clients to. Remember that doctor earlier that told his client that she needed to lose 15 pounds, but he didn't have a resource? Now he has a resource. So he's got flyers and he's got postcards. And when somebody needs to lose weight, he would just pass them right on to me. So again, this creates value with multiple ways. How do you think that doctor felt when he's like, oh, I don't know, like just go Google it? When he has a resource, what happens is that he is actually giving value to his patient, he's giving value to his client, and that makes him look good, because it means that he kind of knows what he's doing. That builds know, like, trust between the doctor and his patient too, which is pretty awesome. So they create value for the doctor and the holistic health practitioner. It creates value for the patient and the client and my wellness practice crew. It was a win-win-win across all fronts. It was a win for the doctor. It was a win for the patient. It was a win for me. So this is where I want to just share with you again how I became, this is what allowed me to become the go-to leader in my community. And I shared with you earlier about speaking at the hospital, as well as being sought after by doctors to come in and speak to their staff about my program, or to even have their nurses reach out to me. They would call me or they would send me an email saying, hey, Chris, when's your next class? Can you drop some flyers off? And I was like, absolutely happy to do that. So this is where I want to invite you. If you are feeling like, Chris, this sounds amazing, but I don't have a resource and I'm not tech savvy. Here's the thing, guys. I am giving you my exact 6-week wellness program that I used inside of a program that I call the Launch Well program. What I decided to do is I knew that I had so many health coaches asking me, Chris, I want to do this and I don't know what to put in a group program. I don't even know how to teach a group program. I don't even know how to take somebody through a group program or a 6-week wellness program. What do I do? So what I did is I created my own and I decided to white label it. What does that mean? What that means is I'm basically giving you all of my information that you get to make your own. You get to have an entire 6-week wellness program, and you get to take my name off it. You get to put your name, your website, your brand, your logo on it. And I'm also giving you 12 modules that you get to go through that are actually going to teach you how to run a 6-week wellness program, how to collaborate more with doctors and health practitioners, and how to fill your programs. And I'm going to talk about 4 ways that you can actually fill the 6-week wellness program in the next step. So don't leave yet. Stick around because this is going to be some juicy stuff. So if you're not tech savvy, or if you're not ready to put your wellness program together, I'm happy to share mine. Happy to share mine. So at the end, I will share the link and I will share how you can get the entire program that I used that was recommended by doctors in my local area. It was a proven, scientifically backed method that I took based on my background as a functional nutritional therapy practitioner and as a certified master transformational coach. So I combined all of the information. I created a 6-week program that you can take clients through either one-on-one, which is what I did, and group. So I actually took people through my 6-week wellness program as a group. I actually ran it 2 different classes twice a week. And the cool thing is that by taking people through the 6-week wellness program through the group and giving them a place to start, giving them a way to build their foundations, 30% of the people that went through my group program would continue to work with me in my one-on-one program, my 90-day one-on-one program. So here's the cool thing, guys. When you have a relationship with your clients, when you are working already with somebody, about 30% of those people are going to continue to work with you. So it doesn't just stop at the end of a group program, or it doesn't just stop at the end of a one-on-one program. Here's how I use the 6-week wellness program. I offered it as a group, like I said, and those people that wanted also one-on-one support, they got the 6-week wellness program for free when they enrolled with me, either in a 90-day or 6-month experience. So I gave this to them as a value-added experience. And I also charged $497, between $497 and $697 for a 6-week wellness program. So this is what my clients are charging right now, $497, $697, and I charged anywhere at the time, and remember this was a while ago, $697 to take a client through one-on-one. My clients are actually charging around $997 to take a client through the 6-week wellness program one-on-one. And then you have clients that already have no like trust with you, so that you can invite them to continue in some way, shape, or form with another offer. And this is a piece that a lot of health coaches are missing. They're actually leaving money on the table. When you don't have something that you can invite a client into, another container for them to continue their health and wellness journey, you're actually leaving money on the table. And it's much easier to invite clients to continue to work with you than it is to constantly be having to fill the pipeline with new clients all the time. So I'm not saying that we're not going to continue to invite new clients to work with us. We are, but you need a whole lot less of those new clients if you are taking a look at the clients that you are serving and the relationships that you're building with the clients that are working with you now and inviting them into a future experience with you. So I really want you to hone in on that, dive in on that, and get that, because a 6-week wellness program is a way that you get to do that. It gives people a place to start, and then you can invite them to work with you more. Or it also, you can use this as a value add. So something as an extra bonus for somebody who decides to work with you at your VIP level too. So let's dive into now to 4 ways to fill your programs and offers. And by the way, type in launch well if you want more information about the 6-week wellness program. Again, there is no obligation. I would just type in launch well. Let me know if you want more information. I'm happy to share with you the link so that you can see more about what is inside of the Launch Well program. And again, it is, you get the entire 6-week wellness program. So you get all of my information. By the way, it's editable. It's inside Canva. This is really cool, you guys. It's inside Canva, so you can tweak it. You can add stuff to it. You can download 1-page guides and use them as your freebies or your opt-ins, which is really cool. You can take stuff out. If you don't like it, you can add more stuff in so that you can change it to meet your niche. It is so amazing, customizable, and everything inside there is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So you have all of this information that you can download that you can use for your clients. The other thing that's inside of the Launch Well program is you actually get my swipe file. So as you run a group program, you get swipe files on what to send when. So if you're doing an online program, or if you're doing it in person, you're going to want to send emails to your clients that are going through the group. And so you get access to my swipe files. You also get access to all of my marketing material. So remember I told you earlier about my flyers and my postcards? You get all of those. Those are all created in Canva as well. So you just get to go in, copy the handout, and you get to put in your name, your dates, your times, your website, if you have a website, or your phone number to guide people. So this is really cool. Like, this is a done for you 6-week wellness program, but it's packaged in the course of 12 modules. And here's the other cool thing. I'm going to take you through the first 6 weeks as if you're a client. So you get to learn exactly how I took my clients through the 6-week wellness program, exactly when to stop, when to ask questions, how to teach in a group setting. And then the second 6 weeks is actually going to be all about how to fill your programs and your offers, how to collaborate more with doctors and health practitioners. And you get, this is really cool, you guys, you get one-on-one calls every single month. So you get 3 one-on-one calls. So again, if it's 12 modules, we're going to take a look at this in the course of about a 90-day experience. You get 3 one-on-one calls with my associate coach, and you get a year's membership inside my private Facebook community where I show up live every single month. It's called the Launch Well Live Calls, and I will answer any questions that you have about the programs, the offers, filling your programs, working with doctors, what to say, how to say, all of the stuff. Okay. Woo! Lots of information here today, you guys. All right, let's dive into 4 ways to fill your programs and offers. So when we take a look at ways to fill your programs and your offers, there's really only 4 main ways that you can fill your programs and offers. One is to do an in-person event. So think about a talk or a workshop that you're doing in person. That's one way. So for example, when I went and collaborated with the chiropractor and did a talk, The Secret Sauce for Women Who Lead. By the way, I gave you all of those marketing things inside of the program, as well as the actual talk that I did. So you can take a look and see how you might want to tweak that for you. That was a way for me to show up and in person make connections with potential clients. So you can either meet people in person and give them an experience of you through a talk or a workshop. Number 2, you can give people an experience of you online. So just like I'm doing right now, this is a little workshop, right? So you can give people an experience of you in a workshop or in a challenge or in a masterclass, which I like to call nurture events. And here's the important piece, you guys. You have to nurture relationships. We're not trying to take people that are strangers who don't have any idea of what it is that you do and how it is that you serve people and turn them right into buying clients. We really want to nurture our community. We want to nurture our business. We want to nurture relationships. We want to collaborate with people. And so doing that online is another way that you get to give people an experience of you. The third way is collaborations. So collaborations and working with somebody who serves your ideal client in a different way. And that's exactly what collaborating with doctors and holistic practitioners are. This is all about collaborations. This is all about nurturing your community, nurturing your local community, and building collaborations within the community. So that's the third way, is you can have referral partners, you could have affiliates, you could have a lot of different ways, but you want to collaborate with somebody who serves your ideal client just in a different way. And then the last way that we fill our programs and our offers is actually by reaching out one-to-one. And so this is, again, inviting somebody in to have an experience of you, but not letting it stop there. Asking them how it is that you could serve them. Asking them if they want to join you in the masterclass or a workshop series. Asking them if they would like to explore working with you in whatever experience that you're offering them. So those are the 4 main ways to fill any program, any offer: in-person events, online events, which I call nurture events, collaborations, and in person. And by the way, we do some deep dive inside of the Launch Well program about this. And I'm going to teach more about these ways to actually fill programs and offers next week, starting with the 6 steps to a heart-centered 6-figure practice. So we're going to dive in deep more into actually how to reach out one-on-one, and also how you can use these 4 different ways to serve your clients. So I want to know from you, what will you choose? Which one of these 4 ways will you choose to fill a program or fill an offer? Do you want to do something in person? Do you want to do something online like I'm doing here today? Giving people an experience, letting them know how you can serve them and meet their need? Do you want to reach out to somebody that serves your ideal client in a way that is just a little bit different than you? Again, holistic practitioners, doctors, chiropractors. Or do you want to reach out to people one-on-one? So I'd love to know. Type in the chat, either put number 1, 2, 3, or 4. I want to hear from you. All right, my friends, I've been talking for a while. We've been going on 40 minutes now so far. So I just want to recap really, really quickly. In this masterclass, this is what you've learned. Number 1, you learned that starting locally and personally is the best place to begin in your search for who to collaborate with. You also learned that creating a one-on-one relationship builds know-like trust with your referral partners. Number 3, I shared with you how you create value for them and their patients so that they are excited about referring their patients to you, and the patients are excited about working with you. And that is by offering, number 4, a specific resource like a 6-week wellness program that fills in the gaps that they need help with in educating their patients and providing value that they don't have time to engage in. And then number 5, we just finished talking about the 4 main ways to fill your offers and programs. So my friends, let me know what it is that you have questions with. Type in the comments. I will circle back around here and I will answer what questions you have about this. And I want you to make a list for your action step within the next 24 hours, because again, all of this information is great, but if you don't do anything with it, nothing is going to change. So I want you to make a list of 5 local health practitioners or a small business networking event that you can attend to get the ball rolling. I want you to put it on your calendar, and I want you to get it scheduled so that you can start building referral partners right away. Super, super important that you get to take an action step with this, right? Implementation is key. Now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Again, if you need this workbook, let me know. I am more than happy to give it to you. That way you can write down, either return back to this video replay, which I'm going to keep here in the Facebook group. And I really want to hear from you if you would like to learn more about the 6-week wellness program. Again, the Launch Well program is amazing. It is going to give you an entire 6-week wellness program. It's going to give you 12 modules that have my email swipe files, that have all of the information, all of the materials, all of the marketing, all of the handouts, all of the flyers, and how to actually teach and run a group program, as well as what email to send when you're actually running the group program. You also get one-on-one coaching sessions. So you actually have access to me. This isn't just a one and done. We're not just gonna give you the course and then leave you on your own. You're gonna have a year inside of my private Facebook group where you have access directly to me. So you can ask me any questions. You get stuck anywhere, ask me. You can show up live once a month to the Launch Well live calls. You get an entire year of those Launch Well live calls. And you also have one-on-one coaching sessions with my associate coach. And she is actually using her own program with this to actually create amazing income in groups, as well as with her own one-on-one clients as well. So the investment for this program is $1,997 pay in full, or you can make 3 payments of $750. And I'm going to leave the link below. You have lifetime access to this. So this is never going to go away. All of the information you have access to. And then there's one other bonus that I want to throw in here for you, because I get questions around this all the time. And that is, I'm going to throw in for you a 10-module copywriting course that converts. From my personal friend and copywriter, Laura. She's created a 10-module course to help you create messaging that helps you attract your ready yes client, so that you can invite them to work with you, so you can invite them to join you in a masterclass, so that you can invite them to join you in an event. And it's going to help you learn how to create posts that are really, really attractive, and how to create emails and messaging, again, that attracts your ideal client so that you can fill your group program. So that is totally for free. That's an extra bonus. It is copywriting and marketing course that converts, and that is inside of the bundle. It's the Launch Well bundle as well. And then one other bonus that I've thrown in for you is you are going to get a 90-day done for you content plan. 90-day done for you content plan. So again, many of you are like, I don't know what to write. I don't know what to post. When should I post? What should I post? I've created a 90-day done for you content plan. And so that is also a special bonus inside of the Launch Well program. Again, it's $1,997 pay in full, $1,997 pay in full. And or if you want to do a payment plan, that's no problem. It's 3 payments of $750. I'm going to drop the link in the comments for you. And if you want to chat with me, if you still have some questions, not a problem. Personal message me, and I am more than happy to answer questions for you, either in Messenger, or if you want to hop on a really quick call with me. I do 15-minute clarity calls to answer your questions specifically about the Launch Well program. It's not a coaching call. I don't give you coaching information around this. This would be a specific call all about the Launch Well program. All right, my friends, I'm going to go grab some water. This was an amazing experience. I would love for you to share with me, what is one amazing nugget that you're taking away? What's one valuable nugget that you're taking away from this program, this masterclass that I'm teaching you today? All right, my friends, can't wait to see you inside Facebook. Again, leave your comments below for me, and I will circle back around and answer them. Or if you're watching this in a replay, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, or if you're getting this through an email, respond to the email, and I will absolutely respond back to you, and or reach out to me, send me an email, and I am happy to answer whatever questions you have. All right, my friends, you have a great day. Bye.